Hey everyone, we have a Ninjago set to talk about. It's the Ninjago Dragons Rising Jay's Mech Battle Pack. It's a 6 plus set. 71805 is the set number. And it has 78 pieces. It's a very quick build. You can build it in about 4 to 8 minutes depending on your build level, skill level, because there's so few pieces really. And if you're taking your time, I tend to rush a little bit. We just threw this together. It has 4 characters in it for $10 in the United States. $10. That's what I paid for today at the Lego store on June 2nd, 2024. It has Master Lloyd, Jay, Wolf Mask Claw Warrior, and the Wolf Mask Guard. Let's talk about it. Of course, we have the build as well. Let's talk first about Jay. Looks really solid. Of course, I've watched both seasons so far of Dragons Rising. Spoiler alert. Jay has not appeared in his ninja outfits yet, just as like an employee of the administration, I think is what it's called. But there we go. Nice. I actually really like this figure a lot. I like the back print. I don't love that the pants are different shade. To me, that it's a little, something's off about it. It doesn't, I don't know, but it's okay. I still like the figure a lot. The helmet has both shades, the darker blue and the lighter blue mixed in, so I guess it ties it all together. He has 2 swords. He has his front there. Looks really solid. Let's take off the hat, or the hood, the mask. He has one face there, and then that face there. I think that looks a lot cooler with this on, so I'm just going to leave it like that, but the other way is fine as well. Yeah, pretty cool. Put him back there. He'll fall, of course. We'll edit this out, of course. Next, we have Master Lloyd, which I'm really happy that we're getting this piece. Lloyd has kind of taken on the role of the master in the dojo since Master Wu is gone. We don't know if Master Wu is going to come back. I personally think he will. More than just like a ghost, I think pretty sure he'll come back. I think they've hinted at that once or twice now. I think he'll be back. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Maybe you guys know something that I don't, and you can point that out. So this is what he looks like. The one thing I'll say is there's a bit of a gap there between his torso and his legs, more than I like to see. I really wish they tied that together a little bit. Just the print's a little off, I feel. Yeah, I think you can see what I mean there, just above the belt. So, and it really should carry down. And it's not the end of the world, but there's that. He has his weapon here with the little dangling piece right there. The legs and top do look really good, I think. I'd love to see some arm print, but maybe there was none. Maybe there shouldn't be any. I don't know. The back looks great. I think that we have the Source Dragon, one of the Source Dragons there. And then I think his hairpiece looks awesome. He has 2 faces. I don't really like either one, to be honest. That one's just like, I don't know, too much of a grin, smile, confused. It's like a confused grin to me. This one's like I have to go to the bathroom. I don't know. I don't really like either face, but it's okay. I do like that they gave us 2. So there's Lloyd, looking pretty good. And then we have 2 unnamed characters, which in a battle pack is what I think you'd prefer. This is the Clawed Warrior, the Wolf Mask Claw Warrior. Yep. And he actually has the claws. I call them the Wolverine claws, but there's the front. I think it looks pretty darn good. I do like the color combinations on the head. I think some have said they don't love the 2 shades of blue, like this really dark and this really light, but I like it personally. He does have the shoulder guards there. This is his face, and that is his other face. And I think the idea is that this face is when the gong has been struck. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I won't be upset. But I couldn't find anywhere where it said that explicitly, but I think that's the idea. That being said, it wouldn't matter because you'd have the wolf mask on him, which doesn't allow you to see anything else. So, there's the back again. Cool. I like it. Solid. Solid figure. This one is the wolf mask guard. He has a crossbow. I'm going to just take the crossbow off so we can see a little better. We know what a crossbow looks like. I just want to show him really well here. He does have the same top and the same legs, so nothing different there. And I looked for a few minutes to see if there was any differences whatsoever. It didn't look like it. So we do have And it's the same head, too. I believe it's the same head. I think I looked at that. I built like a number of sets today, so we're not getting on camera yet. It's the same head. So we'll put the wolf mask back on him. Oopsie, gosh. We'll edit that out. Yep. We'll edit that out. We got a hood. There's the back. There you go. Hands are the same color too. So nothing too crazy there. Let's talk about the mech real quick. Don't want to forget about the mech. Now, you buy the battle packs usually for figures. A lot of my experience with battle packs is Star Wars. I almost said Star Trek. Star Wars. I like this mech though. It turns at the hip. It can turn all the way around if you wanted to. It has pretty good articulation here at the hip again. I should say waist turning and then hips. And then it has, you can call this knee or ankle, I guess. So it has good articulation in the legs. At the arms, we have the shoulder and then the elbow. So we have two stud shooters there. And we have his sword in this hand. Of course, you could take it out and change it around, add something else, whatever you want. There's the back, just to show you the back. When you put J into him, and I'll do that in a second here, you can put your swords up there. So let's do that real quick. It's very stable. I find it to be very stable. Now let's see. We're going to sit J down. He's in there nice and cozy. We could put our swords either way, I suppose, but I'm going to put them facing down because I think it'll probably look better. But you can do whatever you want. Wish they covered up those, but I don't like studs like that showing. I don't mind studs like, actually, this is very much stud free. I don't like studs like this showing. I don't mind studs like that. These open hole studs, I don't like, but it's not a big deal. Whatever. Not gonna make a big deal out of that. It's pretty posable. I mean, you can. Okay, we'll get rid of that sword for a second, but you can bring it back here pretty far. Bring the sword around however you want. You can kind of have him like that. You can even have him almost squatting. Not that you, oh yeah, he's getting ready to like charge at you. So I don't know. I started playing around with this and he just seemed really cool. I think to just get into different kind of poses. I actually really like this little mech. There we go. Lost the sword. I really like this little mech. I don't know. It's just lots of stuff you can do with it. They did a nice job with this, I think. Color scheme works, I think. Maybe you can argue that these golds should have been something else, but it works. I mean, it kind of fits in with the theme. No, that's not how I wanted it. Again, you could put them like that. So, here's my things. Oh, by the way, the weapon. It's a brick-built weapon here. You got the little dangly piece there, this big sword cutting edge, and it just holds on right here. Pretty nice. I like this mech. I'm a big fan. Doesn't look too crazy, but it articulates very well. So let's talk real quick. This is a battle pack. Now, I'm going to compare it a little bit to Star Wars. Star Wars. Wow, I am getting mixed up with Star Trek, which makes no sense. Real quick, edit that out. Okay. A couple notes. One, Star Wars battle packs, if it has 4 figures, like this one here, is $20 in the United States. So you get each figure for $5, basically. Plus you get a build. Okay, cool. The thing is, with a battle pack like this, and with a lot of Star Wars battle packs, you get 4 unnamed characters. Sometimes they'll throw in a pack or an unnamed character in it, and we don't like that when they do that generally, because you want to buy 10 to 5,000 of these to make a nice big clone or Mandalorian or some kind of army. And that's great. That's what I like to do. That's what a lot of other people like to do that collect the Star Wars ones. Ninjago's a little different. They can lower the price on it because it's not licensed. Ninjago is a creation of Lego, whereas Star Wars is Disney and Star Wars. So I'm sure that it costs more for Lego to just make them in general because of the licensing, I would assume. I think that's a safe assumption. I don't like to assume usually, but I think that's a pretty safe assumption. But that being said, they can lower the price. They can have a lower price on these. It's $10, half the price. You get 2 really nice named characters and 2 unnamed characters. I would love to see 4 unnamed characters. I wish this was a bad guys battle pack. And all the reason is because you get so many sets, and I have 2 of them in front of me. I have a bunch more. We get a lot of Ninjago good guys sets, and they all come with the good guys. You know, that one comes with Cole. That one comes with Zane and Kai. I don't think there's another good guy in that one. There's so many sets that come with the good guys, and the bad guys don't end up getting a lot of mechs. They get a lot of single guys like this. And that's fine. I would have loved it if this, instead of being Jay's mech, was a wolf mech of some sort. In fact, they made one. I haven't built it yet. I've not built this set, but I'm looking at this mech right here. Now, it does look like there's a few more pieces in that, but honestly, I don't think it's that many more. But they could have just made this mech in that kind of color scheme. I really wish they had. Again, I love this mech. For such a small mech, it's really awesome. Very stable, very playable. The only thing I'm really breaking off is the swords as I'm moving it around with my big hands. And so I think it's an awesome mech. I really do. And you could easily change it if you don't like the blaster. I don't really love these on it, though I don't hate them either. You could very easily modify that to have something else. In fact, yeah. But here's the thing. If you bought multiple of these battle packs, which usually with a battle pack, you're going to buy multiple. Now you're going to have, of course, you're going to build your army of wolf, mask warriors, and guards. And that's great. You're building your army. But then you're going to, let's say you buy 10. So you have 10 of each of these. Great. You have your army. But now you have 10 Lloyds, Master Lloyds, and you have 10 of the Jays. And then you have 10 of these mechs. Why are you going to need 10? You don't. Now, okay, you could go online and sell them if you have a Bricklink store. But you're not going to get much for them because they're in a very cheap set, which is a good thing, I think, generally speaking. So, maybe you can go back, maybe you can go out there, or maybe you can hold on to them for 10 years and they'll be worth something. Maybe. But honestly, even if you sold all 3 of these things, maybe made $4 back, that makes these each $3. I think it's okay. I guess what I'm getting at here, I don't think it's a huge deal that there's only 2 unnamed characters in this battle pack. I really wish they had made it a bad guys battle pack. I would have loved it. Still love it for what it is, but as a battle pack, not a big fan. I would have liked to see 4 unnamed characters and a really awesome build. If this was, I'm going to keep saying it. If this was a bad guy at mech, I'd be so happy. I'd be ready to buy 10 of these right now. But either way, you get this for $10. You're getting 4 figures. That's a good deal. That's a really good deal with Lego. And you are really still paying $5. You're paying $2.50 per figure, which is cheaper than Star Wars. Or if you want to look at it like this, $5 for each of these. So anyways, I'm going to go now. Leave a comment on how you feel about this. It's an awesome set, I think, still. Thanks, guys. Leave a comment. Bye.